Last night, you thought about buying a new mattress. You didn't search for it. You didn't tell anyone. You just thought about it. This morning, mattress ads appeared everywhere. Coincidence? Or is something far more disturbing happening? What if I told you that the most valuable resource on Earth is no longer oil, gold, or even data? It's you. Your fears. Your desires. Your hesitations. Your private thoughts have become a trillion-dollar commodity, harvested by invisible machines that know you better than you know yourself. Welcome to surveillance capitalism. The system that doesn't just watch you, it predicts you. We were promised a digital utopia. Free email. Free search. Free social connection. But nothing is free. You are the product. In 2001, Google discovered something revolutionary. They had mountains of data, search queries, clicks, time spent on pages that they initially considered waste. Then they realized this digital exhaust could predict what you would do next. Not just what you wanted to buy. What you would think. What you would feel. They called it behavioral surplus, the raw material extracted from your online activity that exceeds what's needed to improve services. This surplus became the foundation of a new economic system. Today, the average person generates approximately 4 megabytes of data every second. Your phone tracks your location 14,000 times per day. Your smart speaker records ambient sound even when you haven't said the wake word. Your fitness tracker knows your heart rate, sleep patterns, and stress levels. But here's what most people don't understand: the data they collect isn't valuable on its own. The real product is prediction. These companies have built sophisticated machines that analyze your behavior to predict your future actions with terrifying accuracy. And they sell these predictions to anyone willing to pay. Advertisers. Political campaigns. Insurance companies. Employers. Your future self has already been bought and sold before you even make a decision. The system runs deeper than targeted advertising. This is about the fundamental extraction of human experience for profit. Consider what happens when you scroll through social media. The algorithm isn't showing you content you want to see. It's showing you content designed to provoke maximum engagement, outrage, fear, envy, desire. Every emotional reaction becomes a data point. Every pause, a signal. They measure micro-expressions through your camera. They analyze your typing patterns to detect mood. They track how your scrolling speed changes when you're anxious versus calm. Former insiders have revealed the truth. These platforms employ thousands of engineers whose sole purpose is to make their products more addictive. They use variable reward schedules, the same psychological mechanism that makes slot machines irresistible. Pull the lever, refresh the feed. Maybe you'll get a dopamine hit. Maybe you won't. That uncertainty keeps you hooked. But the extraction goes beyond behavior. They're now predicting your internal states. Patents filed by major tech companies describe systems that analyze voice patterns to determine emotional vulnerability. They can detect when you're feeling lonely, insecure, or financially stressed and serve you content designed to exploit those states. One leaked document from a major social platform showed advertisers how to target teenagers when they felt worthless, insecure, or needed a confidence boost. The timing of an ad matters as much as its content. Catch someone at a vulnerable moment, and their resistance drops. The prediction machines have become so sophisticated that they often know about major life changes before you've told anyone. They detect pregnancy from subtle shifts in purchasing patterns. They identify relationship problems from changes in communication. They predict mental health crises from typing rhythm alterations. You think you're using free services, but you're actually living inside a vast behavioral modification machine. The architecture of these platforms isn't designed for your benefit. It's designed to shape your behavior in ways that generate profit. Here's what the surveillance capitalists desperately want to hide: this system only works if you remain unconscious of it. The moment you become aware, you disrupt the extraction. They've spent billions creating an illusion of inevitability. They want you to believe this is the natural evolution of technology, that resistance is futile, that privacy is an outdated concept. This is a carefully manufactured narrative. The truth is, surveillance capitalism isn't an inevitable byproduct of digital technology. It's a choice made by specific companies to maximize profit at the expense of human autonomy. Other paths were possible. Other paths still are. They don't want you to know that in the European Union, stricter data protection laws have forced companies to offer users genuine control over their information. The platforms still function. The profits still flow. Just not as excessively. They don't want you to know that engineers who built these systems are now warning us about them. Dozens of former Silicon Valley insiders have spoken out, describing their creation as an existential threat to human autonomy. They don't want you to know that every piece of data you provide trains machines to predict and manipulate not just you, but millions of others like you. Your behavioral patterns become templates for control. And perhaps most importantly, they don't want you to know that you have more power than you realize. The system depends on your participation. It requires your attention, your engagement, your emotional reactions. These are finite resources that you control. Simple actions create friction in the machine. Using privacy-focused browsers and search engines. Disabling location services. Treating your phone as a tool rather than a companion. Being intentional about what you share and when. The goal isn't to disappear from the digital world. It's to participate on your own terms. To stop being raw material and start being a conscious actor. Your attention is the most valuable thing you possess. Your thoughts, emotions, and choices are yours. They don't belong to shareholders or algorithms or prediction machines. The first step toward freedom is awareness. Now you understand the system that profits from your unconsciousness. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? If this video opened your eyes, subscribe to Beyond the System. We expose what they don't want you to see. And remember, the moment you stop being the product, you become the one they can't predict.